With just these 2 words, a financial miracle will come to you quickly. Buddhist teachings. Words have the power to create worlds. Have you ever thought that just 2 simple words could completely transform your financial life? What if I told you these words could act as a key to unlock a path to prosperity and abundance, reshaping your destiny? Welcome to The Journey of Wisdom, the channel where we delve deep into Buddhist teachings and spiritual insights to find practical ways to improve our lives. In today's video, we'll guide you into the profound intersection of Buddhist philosophy and the principles of financial growth, revealing the potent force of 2 simple yet powerful words. For centuries, these words have empowered people to rewrite their reality and achieve extraordinary prosperity. By embracing their essence and learning how to apply them, you can open doors to the wealth and success you've always desired. So if you're ready to discover these words and their life-changing impact, let's begin this journey together. Number 1. Observer effect in quantum physics. Let's embark on a journey to discover how the power of our words and intentions can bring about financial miracles in our lives, rooted in a principle from quantum physics known as the observer effect. Quantum physics delves into the behavior of the tiniest particles in the universe and reveals a reality that operates under rules vastly different from our everyday experience. One of the most intriguing findings is the observer effect, which shows that these particles exist in a state of pure potential, almost like they're undecided, waiting for a guiding influence. Astonishingly, they only take a definite form once they're observed. This means that our mere observation influences these particles, and this principle implies that our thoughts, our consciousness, and even our words can shape the physical reality around us. Buddhism has long embraced this idea, teaching that our thoughts and intentions carry energy, a concept that aligns with modern quantum discoveries. Just as the observer effect demonstrates that particles respond to an observer, Buddhism teaches that our focus, intention, and mindfulness have a direct impact on our experiences, molding the world we interact with. When we direct our mental energy toward a goal, like financial prosperity, we're not merely wishing but actively engaging in a process that can reshape reality. The Buddha once said, "What we think, we become," reminding us that our mental focus is a tool that crafts our path. In this sense, aligning our intentions with positive financial outcomes isn't just a hopeful practice, but an actualized form of influence, transforming our relationship with money. Think of this as similar to planting a seed. When you nourish it with attention and care, it grows. If we consistently focus on lack or worry about finances, we feed those seeds instead, and they too will flourish, often bringing about more scarcity. However, by shifting our focus, we begin nurturing seeds of abundance, and our energy flows in that direction, helping create an environment for financial blessings to manifest. Words, especially when infused with intention, act as bridges between our thoughts and reality. The observer effect reminds us that not only are we participants in shaping reality, but that our beliefs and spoken words are powerful enough to influence tangible results. This is why in both Buddhism and many spiritual traditions, affirmations, mantras, and positive statements hold such a significant place. They're not simply words, but tools that allow us to observe a prosperous reality into being, with intention guiding our path. As we consciously speak about our financial goals and possibilities, we direct our minds and actions toward them, bringing more clarity and purpose to our financial decisions. This principle encourages us to examine our daily thoughts and words about money. Are we perpetually focused on debt or scarcity? If so, our focus inadvertently invites more of the same. Yet, if we approach finances with gratitude and affirm our belief in abundance, we start rewiring our consciousness toward prosperity. As the Dalai Lama wisely expressed, just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. This outlook isn't naive optimism, but a practical alignment of our internal state with the financial reality we wish to see. By adopting an intentional focus on abundance and speaking words that reflect financial confidence, we leverage the observer effect, manifesting wealth as a natural extension of our mindful attention. In modern life, this means being conscious of every financial thought we entertain and every word we speak about money, understanding that these are powerful tools in building a foundation of prosperity. In a world driven by intentions, choosing words that resonate with abundance and trust empowers us to navigate finances with a renewed sense of control and purpose, opening the door to financial miracles with each thoughtful affirmation and every moment of mindful observation. Number 2. The power of 2 simple words on your financial life. Let's dive deeper into understanding the power of 2 simple yet transformative words, I am. These 2 words carry immense weight because they don't just describe a momentary feeling or fleeting thought. They affirm who you are. In Buddhism, mindfulness teaches us to recognize and harness the impact of our thoughts and words on our experiences, and I am is a central tool in this process. When you say, I am, you are identifying with whatever follows, and this isn't just an affirmation. It's a powerful alignment of your inner energy, your focus, and your self-identity. Consider these words as a bridge connecting your intentions with your reality, where saying, I am prosperous or I am secure is not merely a wish, but a declaration that invites these qualities to become part of your life. However, for this to truly work, your thoughts and feelings must align with your words. Buddhism reminds us that dissonance between what you say and how you feel weakens the impact of any affirmation. If you declare, I am wealthy, but harbor hidden doubts or fears around money, the energy you send out becomes fragmented and cannot fully resonate with the universe. Mindfulness, a central tenet in Buddhist practice, becomes essential here. When you are mindful, you are aware of the subtle nuances of your thoughts and emotions. This awareness helps you identify any hidden negative beliefs about money, such as the idea that wealth is somehow bad or that financial security is impossible without immense struggle. These limiting beliefs can act like invisible barriers, keeping you trapped in cycles of scarcity. Buddhism teaches that the mind is the seed of reality, that thoughts have a powerful role in shaping the world we encounter. Therefore, to cultivate a mindset that invites prosperity, we must first recognize and release any beliefs that keep us bound to lack. How do we do this? Start by regularly repeating affirmations like, I am wealthy, I am deserving, or I am financially secure. Let these statements become more than words. Allow them to resonate in your heart and bring your emotions into harmony with them. The ancient teachings remind us that consistent, heartfelt repetition is a way to rewire the mind. By repeating affirmations, you retrain your subconscious to let go of lack and embrace abundance. Remember that your subconscious, like fertile soil, will grow whatever seeds you plant. If you plant seeds of scarcity, you'll experience limitations. But if you plant seeds of prosperity, nurtured through positive affirmations, your reality will slowly transform to reflect abundance. This practice is like cultivating a mustard seed, small but with the potential to grow into a powerful force of positive change. Each time you say, I am, let your intention be clear and allow yourself to feel deeply connected to this identity. Through this mindful repetition, your inner beliefs and outer actions start to align, and this congruence is the resonance the universe can respond to. This journey is not instant. It requires patience and consistency. In the same way that seeds need water and sunlight to grow, your affirmations and mindset need daily nurturing. Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Think about how this truth plays out in your life. By adopting a mindset that is both aligned with abundance and grounded in mindfulness, you set the foundation for real, sustainable financial transformation. Opportunities may begin to surface, unexpected doors may open, and wealth may flow toward you in ways you hadn't imagined. Your journey to financial abundance begins not with what you have, but with what you believe about yourself. It's about building a belief system that invites prosperity, allowing the words "I am" to transform from mere sounds into powerful declarations that shape your reality. So what will you choose to declare today? Will it be scarcity or abundance, limitation or growth? The choice and the power are entirely in your hands. Number 3. 55 positive affirmations with "I am." Here are 55 powerful "I am" affirmations to cultivate a positive mindset and attract abundance in all areas of life. 1. I am worthy of love and respect. 2. I am financially secure. 3. I am grateful for all that I have. 4. I am a magnet for success and abundance. 5. I am capable of achieving my dreams. 6. I am confident and courageous. 7. I am open to new opportunities. 8. I am worthy of all the good life has to offer. 9. I am constantly growing and evolving. 10. I am surrounded by positive energy. 11. I am aligned with my purpose. 12. I am deserving of happiness. 13. I am at peace with myself and the world around me. 14. I am attracting wealth and abundance. 15. I am a positive influence on others. 16. I am resilient and can handle any challenge. 17. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. 18. I am loved and supported. 19. I am free from worry and stress. 20. I am attracting healthy, fulfilling relationships. 21. I am powerful and fearless. 22. I am attracting opportunities that lead to growth. 23. I am a creator of my own destiny. 24. I am grateful for the lessons that challenges bring. 25. I am living in harmony with the world. 26. I am committed to becoming my best self. 27. I am calm and centered in the face of change. 28. I am confident in my abilities and decisions. 29. I am worthy of my deepest desires. 30. I am compassionate toward myself and others. 31. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. 32. I am free to be my authentic self. 33. I am deserving of all my dreams. 34. I am attracting success in all areas of my life. 35. I am healthy, happy, and radiant. 36. I am in harmony with my surroundings. 37. I am grateful for today's blessings. 38. I am surrounded by positive and supportive people. 39. I am capable of creating positive change. 40. I am worthy of achieving my goals. 41. I am confident in my ability to create wealth. 42. I am an unstoppable force for good. 43. I am free from limiting beliefs. 44. I am open to receiving love, success, and happiness. 45. I am deeply connected to my purpose. 46. I am attracting prosperity into my life. 47. I am grateful for my health and vitality. 48. I am capable of manifesting my dreams. 49. I am connected to the flow of the universe. 50. I am living in alignment with my highest self. 51. I am proud of who I am and who I am becoming. 52. I am attracting positive energy and people. 53. I am worthy of financial abundance. 54. I am open to new and exciting possibilities. 55. I am at peace with where I am and excited for what's to come. The I am affirmations you've just encountered are powerful tools to boost self-confidence, expand gratitude, and draw in positive energy. Practice them daily, allowing each phrase to become a steadfast belief that nourishes your growth and guides you on your journey. When you truly believe in these affirmations and live by them, you'll start to witness incredible shifts in your reality, from peace and prosperity to genuine joy and fulfillment. Before moving on to the next section, take a moment to share in the comments. What is a powerful I am affirmation that truly resonates with you? Choose a statement that reflects your essence, dreams, or the strength you're nurturing within. By sharing, we'll spread positive energy and encourage each other on this journey of growth. So, what's your I am? Let's fill this space with motivation and inspiration. Practical steps to cultivating a prosperous mindset. Imagine waking up each morning filled with purpose and confidence, knowing that every thought and action you take brings you closer to a life rich in fulfillment, peace, and abundance. This is the essence of a prosperous mindset, a mental framework that doesn't simply chase wealth, but seeks lasting satisfaction and inner wealth. Cultivating this mindset is a journey, a series of small but meaningful practices that reshape how you view the world and yourself, empowering you to attract and create opportunities for growth. In this guide, we'll explore practical steps to nurture a prosperous mindset, each one grounded in timeless wisdom and crafted to support you on a path toward deeper contentment and success. Let's begin by setting the foundation, practical steps that transform ordinary days into steps toward extraordinary potential. 1. Daily affirmations. Starting your day with powerful affirmations is a foundational practice for cultivating a prosperous mindset, especially as you embrace each new morning with intention and purpose. By setting aside a few moments for affirmations like, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, or I am financially abundant, you don't merely repeat words, you shape your subconscious mind and set the tone for the day ahead. When spoken with confidence, these statements anchor you in a positive state, making you more attuned to opportunities around you, both big and small. The true power of affirmations lies in consistency and belief. They must be spoken or written with a sincere conviction that resonates with your goals and inner vision of success. Reflect on Buddha's words, "What we think, we become," to understand that affirmations are not wishful thinking. Rather, they're a conscious exercise in shifting your thoughts toward growth and abundance. Affirmations become even more potent when combined with mindfulness or meditation, where each phrase can be held in focus, allowing it to sink deeper into your awareness. By closing your eyes and breathing mindfully as you affirm, you clear away doubt and distractions, allowing each statement to become a seed of possibility. The simplicity of affirmations belies their strength. Words carry energy, and by repeating these affirmations with determination, you build resilience against negativity, self-doubt, or fear that may creep in as the day unfolds. Picture this practice as a gardener planting seeds each day. With time, care, and repetition, these seeds grow into a mindset rich with confidence, attracting the prosperity you desire. In modern life, where distractions and stresses can quickly pull us away from our intentions, Affirmations serve as a touchstone. They remind you daily of your capacity to achieve wealth, not only financial, but also in wisdom, peace, and fulfillment. You can even write them down in a dedicated journal, each day noting the nuances in your affirmations that reflect your evolving goals and strengths. Over time, these affirmations help you notice changes in your outlook, making you more receptive to progress and growth, aligning your internal belief system with the external prosperity you're working to manifest. To enrich your journey further, consider the timeless wisdom of Lao Tzu. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Each affirmation thus guides you through this path, ensuring your destiny is shaped by a mindset of abundance and positivity, carving a path to a more prosperous, balanced life. 2. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. In our journey toward cultivating a prosperous mindset, a powerful and often underestimated approach lies in practicing gratitude and mindfulness. Gratitude shifts our perspective from what we lack to what we already have, creating an inner abundance that naturally attracts more positivity and opportunity into our lives. When we consciously take time each day to reflect on the aspects of life we're thankful for, our health, the relationships that bring us joy, the opportunities that enrich us, or even the simple beauty of a morning sunrise, we actively nurture a sense of inner wealth. The Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful." This teaching gently reminds us that each day offers reasons to be grateful if we only take a moment to look. But have you ever considered how often we overlook these gifts in our hurry through life? Mindfulness deepens this gratitude practice by anchoring us in the present moment. When we're mindful, we become aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. We notice our thoughts instead of letting them run our lives, like a river flowing before us. This awareness acts as a filter, allowing us to spot any negative beliefs or self-doubts before they grow strong. How often do you pause and really listen to the inner dialogue running through your mind? Is it kind and encouraging, or does it reflect fear and scarcity? By tuning into our thoughts, we can spot when we're stuck in a limiting belief, such as the feeling of "I'm not enough" or "I'll never have what I need," and gently replace it with a thought of gratitude or hope. As Thich Nhat Hanh, the revered Vietnamese Zen master, said, "The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it." When we practice mindfulness, we allow ourselves to see what's here right now, and we discover that there is often more to be thankful for than we initially realized. Gratitude and mindfulness together help us build resilience against the negativity and stress that can cloud our path to prosperity. These practices train our minds to focus on what nurtures our spirit, instead of getting caught up in what drains it. When was the last time you truly felt the beauty of a moment without rushing to the next? If we focus on finding something to be grateful for in each day, no matter how small, we begin to cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than one of scarcity. This shift is a subtle but profound one. It doesn't mean that we ignore our challenges or pretend hardships don't exist. Instead, it means we choose to see them as teachers, guiding us toward resilience and wisdom. In every difficulty, there is a seed of growth. How would our lives change if we trained ourselves to search for that seed, instead of dwelling on the surface-level struggle? A prosperous mindset isn't simply about material wealth. It's about inner wealth. the peace, joy, and satisfaction that come from a life lived with purpose and appreciation. Every moment spent in gratitude is an investment in this inner prosperity. Ask yourself, what would your life look like if you fully embraced gratitude and mindfulness? How might your relationships, health, and personal goals flourish if you approached them from a place of thankfulness and present awareness? In Buddhism, it's often said that contentment is the greatest wealth. When we train ourselves to be content and grateful, we find that we are already rich in the things that matter most. So today, as you go about your day, take a moment to breathe, to notice, to give thanks, and to be present. Allow gratitude and mindfulness to guide you to a place of true prosperity, a wealth that shines from within. 3. Take consistent, aligned action. To cultivate a prosperous mindset, one of the most powerful principles lies in the discipline of taking consistent, aligned action. This isn't merely about jumping headfirst into any project or pursuing goals blindly. It's about recognizing the value of steady, intentional progress that aligns with your core values and long-term vision. The journey toward true prosperity often begins with a small but meaningful step, whether it's starting a new project that fuels your passion, dedicating time to learn a skill that can elevate your career, or strategically exploring new streams of income to create a more secure future. The beauty of aligned action lies in its ability to keep you connected to your purpose, which acts as an anchor during challenging times and provides clarity when distractions and doubts inevitably arise. The Buddha said, "A jug fills drop by drop," reminding us that every effort, no matter how small, accumulates toward a larger goal when performed consistently. Each small step you take is like planting a seed in the fertile soil of possibility. It may take time and patience to see it grow, but with the right nurturing, it will bear fruit. In today's world, with endless distractions and the tendency to seek instant gratification, it's easy to lose sight of the long game. Yet, those who embrace a mindset of persistence understand that true prosperity is rarely the result of sudden luck, but rather the culmination of countless moments of dedication and perseverance. You may feel that one step alone doesn't make a significant difference, yet each step builds on the previous one, bringing you closer to your envisioned reality. This is why aligning your actions with your values and intentions is vital. It ensures that every effort you make is purposeful and forward-moving, reducing the chance of burnout or disillusionment. As Confucius wisely stated, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." Each moment of commitment to your path reinforces your mindset and deepens your resilience. In practical terms, developing a prosperous mindset requires setting clear, achievable goals that align with your vision, then breaking these goals into manageable steps. This approach allows you to celebrate small victories along the way, which motivates and propels you forward. For instance, if your goal is financial independence, aligned actions might include setting aside time to educate yourself on investments, creating a plan to minimize debt, or building additional income streams that provide stability over the long term. Through each action, you build the skills and mental resilience needed to sustain growth, even when the path becomes uncertain or difficult. Additionally, finding a supportive community or mentor can offer valuable insights and encouragement, making the journey not only bearable but enjoyable. Moreover, taking aligned action strengthens your sense of self-discipline, creating a powerful feedback loop where your efforts affirm your commitment and reinforce your belief in your ability to create change. Over time, this becomes the foundation of a prosperous mindset, one that doesn't just wish for success, but actively builds it through thoughtful, dedicated action. As you continue on this path, remember that even when results aren't immediately visible, Your commitment to each step is building a lasting legacy of success and stability. As Lao Tzu once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Every choice, every action is a contribution to your future self and a testament to the life you are intentionally building. In a world that often values speed and superficial gains, cultivating a steady, aligned approach allows you to develop a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, knowing that each moment of effort is a step closer to genuine prosperity. Through this mindful practice, you not only achieve personal success, but also set an example for others, demonstrating that true wealth is found in the journey itself, crafted one aligned action at a time. If you've watched this far, you're already taking steps toward a prosperous mindset that can transform your life. Comment below with "Prosperous Path" to affirm your commitment to these practical steps. Don't miss out. Stay until the end for more valuable insights that will empower you to cultivate abundance and success in every area of your life. 4. Reprogram your subconscious mind. To cultivate a prosperous mindset, start by understanding the role of your subconscious mind. It is the quiet, unseen driver behind many of your thoughts, choices, and actions. Buddhist teachings remind us, we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. So if your deepest beliefs and habitual thoughts around prosperity are shaped by limitations, doubt, or a scarcity mindset, these hidden mental patterns will continue to manifest in your life, creating outcomes that fall short of your true potential. Reprogramming your subconscious mind then becomes an essential step toward breaking these cycles and opening up to a life of abundance. But how do we begin such a transformation? Visualization, a powerful tool long respected in various wisdom traditions, including Buddhism, offers a pathway. When you visualize, you're not merely imagining a hopeful outcome. You're communicating directly with your subconscious, reshaping the inner landscape that determines so much of your outer reality. Picture the life you wish to lead, not just in vague terms, but with as much sensory detail as possible. Feel the sense of financial freedom that would come from having your needs fully met. Imagine the joy of giving freely to others, and allow yourself to sense the peace that comes with the confidence that you can navigate life's ups and downs without fear or hesitation. What does this abundant reality look like for you? What would it feel like to be truly secure? To know that you can meet your needs and the needs of those you love. Visualization works on a deeper level than simple daydreaming. It aligns your subconscious beliefs with your conscious intentions, helping to create harmony between what you desire and what you believe is possible. This alignment empowers your actions as your subconscious mind, newly attuned to a vision of prosperity, begins to work behind the scenes to reinforce these positive beliefs, making choices that support a prosperous reality. In Buddhist practice, we call this right intention, directing one's thoughts and actions towards wholesome outcomes. Can you see how focusing on abundance rather than scarcity might affect your everyday decisions? Picture this in action. If you begin to believe deeply that opportunities are everywhere, that there is enough for you and others, would you approach work, relationships, or personal goals differently? Each time you engage in visualization, you're reprogramming your mind to recognize opportunities rather than obstacles, abundance instead of lack, and confidence instead of doubt. This practice doesn't change your circumstances overnight, but it sets a powerful intention and builds a mental foundation for success. The Buddha taught, "With our thoughts we make the world." Thus, each visualization is like a seed planted in the garden of your mind, encouraging the growth of new patterns and, eventually, new realities. It's a simple practice, but one that holds deep potential for transformation. Reflect on how you can integrate this visualization practice into your daily life, whether through a few minutes in the morning, a peaceful moment before sleep, or even as you go about daily tasks. How can you gently remind your mind to envision the life you wish to live, infusing your day-to-day with purpose and a clear sense of direction? Through patience and consistency, you'll find that your inner beliefs start to align with your conscious goals, making it far easier to attract the resources, relationships, and opportunities that support a truly prosperous life. 5. Surround yourself with positive influences. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is one of the most powerful yet understated steps in cultivating a prosperous mindset. The people we share our lives with and the environments we build around ourselves have an undeniable effect on our minds, subtly shaping our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. If you surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you constructively, their energy becomes a source of motivation and growth for your own journey. Think about the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," which speaks volumes about the importance of selective companionship. In seeking a prosperous mindset, connect with those who reflect the values, goals, and mindset you wish to cultivate. These individuals should encourage your ambitions rather than hinder them, support you through challenges, and celebrate your successes. This doesn't mean everyone in your circle must think the same as you, but they should contribute positively to your journey, encouraging you to reach for higher ground. The Buddha taught, "Good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're always there." Good friends provide subtle strength, offering words of encouragement and wisdom, often exactly when you need them. In addition to choosing the right people, focus on creating a physical and mental environment that nurtures your growth. Cultivate spaces, even small ones, filled with inspiration, perhaps by surrounding yourself with quotes that resonate with your aspirations or books that open your mind to new ideas. For some, this might mean decluttering physical spaces, allowing clarity and simplicity to enhance mental focus. For others, it could mean listening to podcasts that inspire, displaying reminders of achievements to encourage a spirit of resilience, or curating a space that naturally invites tranquility and focus. Every small choice in our environment has an impact, often shaping our thoughts in ways we may not even realize. To further anchor a prosperous mindset, make a habit of engaging with motivational resources that align with your goals. Ancient Buddhist wisdom reminds us, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. By actively choosing to immerse yourself in positivity and inspiration, you feed the mind with nourishing thoughts, creating a fertile ground for prosperity to grow. In a world filled with distractions, focusing on positive influences can be challenging, but it is essential for fostering a mindset capable of overcoming life's obstacles with resilience and grace. Modern life may bring a constant flow of negativity, but by consciously building a circle of supportive influences and a motivating environment, you train your mind to focus on possibilities rather than problems. The journey to a prosperous mindset is not one that happens overnight, nor can it be done alone. It is supported by the energy of those who believe in you and environments that remind you of your potential. This process will ultimately help cultivate not only a successful mind, but also a peaceful heart, for true prosperity encompasses both material success and inner contentment. By surrounding yourself with these positive influences and nurturing the seeds of growth within, you begin to attract the very success, peace, and fulfillment you envision. 6. Embrace compassion and generosity. A prosperous mindset flourishes not only through personal growth, but also through the conscious act of giving to others. Compassion and generosity are foundational in creating a life filled with lasting prosperity as they shift our focus from scarcity and self-centered goals to a broader sense of abundance and interconnection. When we offer kindness and support to others, we plant seeds of positivity that reflect back on us, creating a cycle of goodwill that enriches both our lives and the lives of those around us. Consider this. When you help someone in need, share your knowledge, or simply offer a warm smile, you are investing in the prosperity of the world. Buddha taught, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." This teaching reveals that generosity doesn't deplete us. It amplifies the joy and fulfillment we experience, filling our lives with a wealth that goes beyond material measures. Generosity also encourages a release of attachment to outcomes, which in Buddhism is seen as a source of suffering. When we give freely without expecting something in return, we cultivate an inner freedom, letting go of the limiting need to constantly acquire or control. Paradoxically, this openness often attracts new blessings into our lives, as we no longer cling to a mindset of lack or limitation. Practicing compassion also fosters resilience and emotional balance. When we act kindly toward others, even those we may not know well or who may have caused us harm, we begin to see the world through a lens of empathy rather than judgment. This shift strengthens our ability to face challenges with grace, as we understand that others, too, are navigating their own struggles. In a way, compassion liberates us from the mental barriers of anger, envy, or resentment, nurturing a mindset that naturally draws in abundance. In practical terms, there are many ways to embody generosity and compassion. You might volunteer your time to a cause you believe in, mentor someone who is just starting their journey, or even set aside a portion of your earnings to support community projects. Acts of generosity need not be grand. Even a small gesture like listening deeply to a friend can spread prosperity, fostering connections that are rewarding in profound ways. Embracing compassion as a part of a prosperous mindset allows us to live with a sense of purpose that is aligned with a higher good. As the Dalai Lama once said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." Prosperity is thus not simply about amassing wealth, but creating a ripple of well-being that uplifts both ourselves and those around us. Reflect on this. How might your life transform if you approached each interaction, each decision, with a spirit of generosity? What if you viewed your wealth, be it time, knowledge, or resources, as an instrument of positive change? In this way, cultivating a prosperous mindset through compassion and generosity becomes a gift that extends beyond personal gain, fostering a world where wealth, both material and spiritual, is shared and celebrated by all. 7. Cultivate patience and trust in the process. A prosperous mindset is not just about taking action or thinking positively. It also involves cultivating patience and trust in the journey itself. In a world driven by quick results and instant gratification, developing patience is a profound and often overlooked strength. True prosperity is rarely built overnight. It unfolds gradually as we consistently nurture our goals, learn from setbacks, and remain steadfast in our commitment. Patience allows us to understand that every experience, whether smooth or challenging, is part of a greater process that shapes us. The Buddha taught, "Patience is the highest virtue." Through patience, we learn to appreciate the rhythm of life, recognizing that growth and abundance come to those who are willing to wait and trust in the timing of things beyond their control. Imagine a farmer planting seeds. No amount of rushing or worrying can speed up the growth. Only with time, nurturing and trust will the seeds sprout and bear fruit. This principle also applies to cultivating a prosperous mindset. Instead of fixating on immediate results, patience enables us to stay calm, grounded and resilient, allowing prosperity to take root at its own pace. Trusting the process doesn't mean being passive. It means taking steps forward with confidence, even if results are not immediately visible. It's the quiet assurance that each action, when done with intent, will contribute to your larger vision, even if progress seems slow at times. Trusting in the process also fosters an openness to learning from setbacks. When things don't go as planned, patience allows us to pause, reflect, and adjust our course instead of becoming discouraged. Obstacles, then, are no longer threats to our prosperity, but rather valuable lessons that strengthen our path. Remember the words of Zen master Shunryu Suzuki. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. Patience and trust keep us in a beginner's mind, open to new insights, possibilities, and ways forward. Practicing patience and trust can also be a powerful way to release the stress and anxiety that often come from pursuing goals with a mindset of urgency. When we trust that our efforts will bear fruit in due time, we begin to enjoy the journey itself. In each step, there is something to appreciate, a moment of learning, or a quiet sense of accomplishment. The journey to prosperity then becomes not just about the destination, but a fulfilling process in its own right. In practical terms, try setting small, achievable milestones that allow you to celebrate progress along the way. These small victories, though they may seem minor, act as gentle reminders of growth, building momentum and reinforcing your confidence in the process. Meditation or mindful breathing exercises can also help you center yourself, reconnect with the present, and release any attachment to immediate results. Patience and trust together create a mindset that is both resilient and adaptable. With these qualities, prosperity becomes more than an external goal. It becomes an inner state of peace, calm, and confidence that grows over time. Consider the ways you can integrate patience into your day-to-day life, asking yourself, how might I approach challenges differently if I fully trusted in my ability to reach my goals? In embracing patience, you allow yourself to grow in harmony with life, drawing in prosperity in its truest form, one that is enduring, peaceful, and aligned with a deep sense of purpose. This shift ultimately transforms the journey to prosperity into a deeply enriching experience, where every moment, big or small, becomes part of the wealth you are building within. Thank you for being here with us today. As we dive deeper into cultivating a prosperous mindset, I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude for your presence in this community. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you're new, just drop a prosperity seeker, or if you've been with us for a while, comment Prosperity Builder. Your engagement truly means the world to us and keeps us inspired to share more, ready to continue this journey together. Let's move forward. Overcoming fear and the mindset of failure in the journey to prosperity. On the journey to prosperity, we all encounter moments of anxiety and the fear of failure. These emotions, while often obstructive, are a natural part of personal growth and the pursuit of success. However, rather than letting them control us, we can learn to observe and overcome them, transforming them into teachers guiding us toward self-improvement. In the teachings of Buddhism, we are reminded that negative emotions are like passing clouds, momentarily obscuring the clear sky of our mind, yet ultimately fading with time. How we respond to fear and failure defines their power over us, not the nature of the emotions themselves. Through mindfulness and self-compassion, we can move past our fears, much like waves on the ocean that come and go, not defining our essence, but simply adding to the rich tapestry of our experiences. This series of reflections will guide you from recognizing and understanding the fear of failure to using mindfulness and self-compassion as tools for managing and overcoming obstacles on the path to growth. By shifting focus from outcomes to actions and from fear to courage, we transform this journey from one of challenges to one of opportunities for discovery and growth. Each section offers insights grounded in Buddhist philosophy, helping you build inner strength, confidence, and a peaceful spirit. Consider fear and failure not as barriers, but as opportunities to move closer to your potential for prosperity and inner peace. 1. Recognize fear and failure as temporary emotions. Fear and failure are indeed part of the journey, often arising as temporary emotions that cloud our vision, but lack true permanence. Buddhism illuminates this truth, teaching that all emotions, even the most intense feelings of fear and disappointment, are like clouds moving across the sky. They appear heavy and obstructive, but ultimately drift away with time. Recognizing fear as an inevitable yet fleeting part of life can reshape how we respond to challenges. Rather than shunning or fearing the experience of fear itself, Buddhism encourages us to observe it, allowing ourselves to feel it fully without letting it control or overwhelm us. As the Buddha said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. This wisdom invites us to consider that the nature of fear is not in its power to harm, but in our tendency to overestimate its impact on our lives. When we accept that fear is just a temporary guest, we can let it pass through us without seizing our spirit or stalling our progress toward success. By seeing fear and failure not as indicators of our limitations, but as part of the ebb and flow of emotions, we begin to detach our self-worth from fleeting setbacks. Much like waves that rise and fall in the ocean, our emotions come and go. They are not our identity, but experiences that pass through. In this sense, even failure becomes an experience, not a verdict. This perspective allows us to stand grounded, even in the face of failure, with the understanding that it too shall pass. Rumi wisely said, "These pains you feel are messengers, listen to them." Rather than fearing these emotions, we can learn from them, treating them as messengers showing us where we need to grow or refine our approach. In this way, both fear and failure become teachers, guiding us to evolve beyond our comfort zones into the realm of our potential. Living in a world where success is often portrayed as a straight line can make any misstep feel like a personal flaw, but success is rarely achieved without confronting the fears that hold us back. In accepting fear as a natural element of our journey, we no longer judge ourselves harshly when we encounter it. Rather, we see it as an essential part of the path to growth and prosperity. Like the lotus that grows in muddy waters, our journey often requires us to confront the difficult, messy parts of life to rise above them. As Lao Tzu said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step," reminding us that each step, even those filled with hesitation, moves us closer to our aspirations. When we step back and look at fear as a visitor rather than a permanent resident, we create space for clarity and determination to emerge, empowering us to keep moving forward despite temporary discomforts. In modern life, where pressures and standards often push us to perform flawlessly, we must remember that mastery and success are built through moments of courage in the face of our fears. Every person striving for prosperity will encounter self-doubt, but by recognizing fear as a temporary state, we can embrace it without letting it steer us off course. Like a storm that clears to reveal a brighter sky, once we let fear pass, our true potential shines through, unobstructed by the shadows of doubt. The Dalai Lama beautifully put it, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." By remaining centered in the knowledge that fear and failure are transient, we build resilience, finding the strength to continue with confidence. In doing so, we transcend the temporary to reach a deeper, more enduring sense of self-worth and peace on our path to prosperity. 2. Mindfulness as a tool for managing fear of failure. Fear of failure often grips us like a shadow, creating doubts that whisper, "What if I can't do it?" or "What if I'm not good enough?" Yet this fear, when met with mindfulness, can transform into a stepping stone on our journey to prosperity. Mindfulness isn't simply about sitting quietly or clearing your mind. It is a way of observing your thoughts and emotions, especially fear, without letting them control you. Through mindfulness, we gain the gift of space, a moment to pause before reacting. When you feel that fear of failure creeping in, mindfulness encourages you to sit with it, to welcome it like a guest who has come to teach you something valuable rather than a threat you need to push away. By calmly observing this fear, you might find that it loses its power. You see, when we examine the origins of our insecurities, we often realize they stem from past experiences, others' expectations, or our own assumptions. A classic Buddhist story illustrates this beautifully. A young monk was tasked by his master to go into the forest at night and confront his fears. He hesitated, gripped by thoughts of all the dangers lurking in the dark. His master encouraged him, saying, "Fear is a friend in disguise, teaching you to walk courageously." The monk ventured out, only to find that the fears in his mind were far scarier than anything in the quiet, moonlit forest. And as he sat, surrounded by stillness, he saw his fear dissolve into calmness, and he realized that fear only held the power he chose to give it. This simple but powerful practice of examining fear rather than running from it gradually softens its grip on us. We create a mental buffer between ourselves and our emotions, giving us the freedom to choose how we respond. It's like seeing a storm from a safe shelter rather than standing in the rain. You can observe the intensity without being drenched in it. When you begin to look at fear this way, ask yourself, what am I truly afraid of? Is it failure itself or the feeling of disappointment and judgment that I associate with it? This question opens the door to deeper self-understanding, helping you realize that much of what we fear is only as real as we allow it to be. Mindfulness teaches us that we don't have to be slaves to our thoughts. By watching them, we learn they are transient, like clouds passing in the sky. They come and go, and we are not bound to react to every fearful thought. When you practice this approach regularly, you start building an inner resilience, a calm strength that gives you the power to pursue your goals without fear dictating your actions. With time, mindfulness nurtures the realization that failure is not the end. It's a natural part of any journey toward growth and success. So the next time fear of failure arises, remember to pause, breathe, and observe it without judgment. Reflect on the monk's experience. Could your fear too be just a passing cloud, an opportunity to step deeper into courage? Fear, when viewed mindfully, loses its intimidating hold, becoming instead a gentle reminder to stay present, to keep moving, and to trust in our ability to grow. As you walk your path, remember that your courage and mindfulness are your greatest allies in the journey to prosperity. Embrace each moment fully, even those tinged with fear, for every step you take with awareness is a step toward genuine freedom. 3. Viewing failure as a lesson for growth. In our journey toward prosperity, it's natural to encounter moments that feel like setbacks or even failures. But what if, instead of fearing these challenges, we could learn to view them as vital stepping stones toward growth and deeper understanding? Buddhism teaches us to see failure not as a defeat, but as a profound teacher, offering us lessons that success often cannot. Imagine the freedom in embracing this idea fully. Instead of allowing the fear of failure to hold us back, we can view every experience as a rich opportunity for insight. There's a powerful quote by the Buddha: "You only lose what you cling to." Consider how much weight fear carries when we cling to it, defining ourselves by our setbacks rather than our perseverance. What if instead we could meet our difficulties with curiosity? Each obstacle becomes a mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves we might never have noticed. It reveals to us our strengths, weaknesses, and potential for resilience. Often fear grips us most tightly because we want control, we want certainty. Yet life in its essence is uncertain, filled with moments that we cannot predict or control. Think of every setback as a piece of your life story, one that contributes to the wisdom you carry forward. What if each perceived failure is simply a detour guiding you toward a new perspective or a new approach you might never have considered? This shift in perspective can turn discouragement into empowerment. There is a well-known Buddhist story of a farmer who loses his horse. Instead of despairing, he simply says, "Who knows what is good and what is bad?" In time, the horse returns with several wild horses, bringing more opportunities than before. Like the farmer, when we don't cling to our judgments of good or bad, success or failure, we open ourselves to a broader view. Life is dynamic, and often the outcomes we least expect teach us the most enduring lessons. Ask yourself, what is it about failure that you truly fear? Is it the opinions of others? Or perhaps it's self-doubt whispering that you're not capable enough? These questions allow us to look deeply at our own fears, to understand that often the fear of failure is not as terrifying as we make it out to be. In Buddhist practice, self-reflection is a key element of growth, inviting us to turn inward and understand our mind's habits. When you face a challenge, what are the first thoughts that arise? Do you tell yourself, "I'll never make it"? Or do you choose a different path, saying instead, "This is difficult, but it's teaching me something valuable"? Consider this. Every great achievement, every prosperous journey is lined with missteps, trial, and error. What would it feel like to embrace each step, to honor the process without rushing to a final destination? A popular saying in Buddhism reminds us, "Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. It's a reminder that perseverance, not perfection, shapes us. The truth is, prosperity is not just about material gain or external success. It's about cultivating inner resilience, a mindset that embraces the journey itself. The more we learn to welcome challenges, the more we discover the depths of our courage, humility, and wisdom. How can we grow if we're always afraid to fail? So, rather than viewing obstacles as unfortunate interruptions, what if we could see them as teachers, guiding us to learn, adapt, and ultimately thrive? Ask yourself, how would your life change if you viewed each setback as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block? Embracing this perspective isn't always easy, but with practice, it transforms fear into a catalyst for personal growth. Remember, life doesn't wait for us to be perfectly ready. It presents us with challenges to learn from, to overcome, and to strengthen our spirit. In the words of the Buddha, no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Each day, each experience gives us that chance to begin anew, wiser and braver than before. What if every setback in your life was simply a stepping stone to greater wisdom and resilience? Comment, "Yes." if you're ready to embrace each challenge as a teacher, or comment number 1, if you believe that every failure can lead to growth. 4. Letting go of perfectionism and embracing compassion. Letting go of perfectionism and embracing compassion can transform the journey toward prosperity. In a world where success is often defined by flawless achievements, the weight of perfectionism can feel crushing, especially for men striving to balance career, family, and personal goals. The pressure to be perfect, whether as a provider, leader, or individual, can foster constant anxiety, and in the face of setbacks, we might even feel unworthy or inadequate. Buddhism offers a powerful antidote to this cycle by teaching us to accept imperfection as an intrinsic aspect of existence. Life, after all, is beautifully imperfect, much like a lotus flower growing from the mud. It doesn't require the mud to be pristine, only rich enough to nurture growth. When we understand that perfection is unattainable and that striving for it often only heightens frustration, we begin to release ourselves from an unnecessary burden. As the Buddhist saying goes, pain is certain, suffering is optional, reminding us that much of our suffering comes from the expectations we place upon ourselves. This insight can free us from the relentless pursuit of the ideal and allow us to redirect our energy toward personal growth and resilience. Adopting a mindset of compassion toward ourselves and others creates room for real progress. By acknowledging our humanity and natural imperfections, we cultivate patience and self-kindness, helping us approach challenges with calm rather than fear. For instance, think about how a compassionate approach toward oneself might soften the impact of a mistake or failure. Instead of seeing failure as a verdict on our worth, compassion lets us see it as a teacher, a vital step on our path to wisdom and resilience. Compassion, then, is not about lowering standards, but about accepting our efforts as they are, forgiving ourselves when we fall short, and embracing life as a journey rather than a destination. In modern society, which often rewards ruthless competitiveness, practicing compassion may seem counterintuitive. Yet, compassion enriches both professional and personal lives, promoting emotional health and fortifying our relationships. As Japanese Zen teacher Shunryu Suzuki said, "You are perfect just as you are, and you could use a little improvement." This paradox highlights that while growth is essential, self-acceptance is the foundation. By releasing perfectionism, we reduce self-imposed pressure, gain resilience, and approach life's challenges with a clearer, calmer mind. The truth is, the more compassionate we are with ourselves, the more productive and inspired we become. In letting go of the demand for perfect outcomes, we make space for creativity and courage. This freedom allows us to take risks without the weight of failure looming, enabling us to explore opportunities that would otherwise remain out of reach. Embracing imperfection and practicing compassion lead us away from frustration and closer to fulfillment, where we can redefine success not by flawless accomplishments, but by our growth, integrity, and the positive impact we have on others. In this sense, letting go of perfectionism is not giving up on high standards. It's choosing to live authentically and embrace each step, however flawed, as part of the journey toward true prosperity. 5. Focus on actions instead of outcomes. When you start focusing on actions instead of outcomes, you begin to release yourself from the grip of fear and worry that often blocks your path to true success and inner peace. In the teachings of Buddhism, there's a profound emphasis on living fully in the present moment, a practice that not only enriches our lives, but also reduces the constant anxiety about the future and regret of the past. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. But what does this mean, and how can it truly help you overcome fear and the mindset of failure? Often, we become so consumed with results, what we might achieve or what we stand to lose, that our minds race through a series of what-ifs, leading us down a path of fear and stress. Yet, the wisdom of focusing on your actions now can release you from the bondage of such worries. When you commit to giving your best in each step you take, you redirect your energy toward what you can control and away from the uncertainties of the outcome. Imagine going on a hike up a mountain. If you fixate only on reaching the top, you might overlook the small but vital steps required to get there, the careful placing of your feet, the rhythm of your breath, the beauty of nature around you. By putting your attention on each small step, you lessen the strain of worrying whether you'll reach the summit. And so it is with life. By immersing yourself in the quality of each moment and each action, you cultivate a mindset of resilience and presence that naturally disarms the fear of failure. Consider the words of Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, who said, "Fear keeps us focused on the past or worried about the future. If we can acknowledge our fear, we can realize that right now we are okay." This perspective doesn't deny that the future matters, but it encourages you to trust that your dedication to the present will shape a path that leads you where you need to be. Now, let's ask ourselves, what is it about the outcome that causes so much fear? Do we fear the judgment of others, the sting of disappointment, or perhaps the sense of personal inadequacy? Such worries are part of the human experience, yet it's our attachment to these outcomes that makes them so daunting. When we hold ourselves to external standards and cling to certain results, we make the journey far heavier than it needs to be. In contrast, Buddhism teaches that life is dynamic and impermanent, suggesting that true freedom arises when we surrender to this impermanence and commit only to what we can give now. Have you ever experienced a time when you tried your best and felt a sense of accomplishment regardless of the result? That feeling is the gift of being fully present, freed from the need for things to go a certain way. By focusing on each action in the here and now, you harness the power of what Buddhists call right effort, the wholehearted commitment to a task without attachment to success or fear of failure. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have goals. Instead, it means you allow the journey to unfold naturally, with a willingness to adapt. Think of the serenity this approach can bring. Each action then becomes an expression of who you are, not merely a means to an end. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, said, "Do your work, then step back," the only path to serenity. By stepping back from the result, you find peace in knowing you did what you could, and with this peace comes freedom from the mindset of failure. So, as you go through your journey to prosperity, ask yourself, what can I give to this moment? How can I contribute my best now without getting trapped in the outcome? Every time you shift your focus back to the present, you strengthen your ability to act from a place of courage rather than fear. It's about realizing that your worth isn't defined by results, but by the sincerity and dedication you bring to your actions. In this way, you naturally align with a mindset that honors growth, compassion, and resilience. A mindset that ultimately is unafraid of what the future holds because it knows the strength that exists in this very moment. 6. Cultivating compassion for ourselves. Cultivating compassion for oneself is a transformative practice in facing fear and overcoming the mindset of failure, a concept echoed deeply in Buddhist philosophy. When we encounter fear or a setback, it's often easy to turn inward with criticism, questioning our worth or decisions. However, true resilience comes from learning to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer to a loved one who is struggling. Buddhism teaches that compassion is a universal principle meant to be extended not only to others, but also inwardly, towards ourselves. Rather than engaging in self-blame, embrace each challenge as an opportunity for growth, seeing each effort as a valuable step on the path to personal and financial success. The Buddha said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." In moments of self-doubt, these words remind us to pause and recognize that gentleness toward oneself is essential. Compassion towards oneself is a foundation for true prosperity, as it allows us to break free from the cycle of harsh self-criticism that fuels fear. Fear, when left unchecked, can trap us in a fixed mindset, one that associates failure with personal inadequacy rather than a learning experience. Shifting our perspective allows us to view failure as a stepping stone, an inevitable part of any meaningful journey. Cultivating self-compassion helps us understand that each stumble holds wisdom and that we don't need to be perfect to be worthy. Just as a tree grows stronger through weathering storms, our growth lies in the grace we show ourselves during difficult times. This compassionate mindset does not mean accepting failure passively, but rather confronting it without self-judgment, which fosters resilience. When we release the habit of harsh self-criticism, we allow ourselves to learn and move forward without fear of falling short. The journey to prosperity, especially for men who often carry the weight of societal expectations to succeed, is about developing inner kindness, which paradoxically builds mental fortitude. By treating ourselves with gentleness and forgiveness, we shift the focus from fear of failure to curiosity about what each experience can teach us. This mindset transforms the way we approach life and its obstacles. Instead of seeing setbacks as a reflection of our abilities, we come to see them as teachers guiding us on our path. As Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully expressed, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. In this romance, the qualities we most need, persistence, courage, and faith, are nurtured, helping us move forward with confidence. In our modern, often high-pressure society, self-compassion becomes an act of courage in itself. It's a reminder that prosperity is not solely defined by outward achievements, but also by our inner state of peace and acceptance. The more we practice compassion toward ourselves, the less power fear has to derail us, and the more we grow resilient, adaptable, and ultimately capable of achieving the life we envision. This approach does not mean we lower our standards or abandon ambition. On the contrary, it means approaching our goals with the understanding that self-worth is not contingent upon external success. We become like a seasoned craftsman who knows that each mistake in the workshop is part of the journey to creating something exceptional. By holding compassion for ourselves, we gain the strength to face each moment with patience and grace, confident in our ability to persevere, no matter the outcome. In embracing self-compassion, we develop a grounded and positive mindset, one that propels us forward rather than anchoring us in fear. Each time we extend kindness to ourselves, we reinforce a belief that we are capable, worthy, and strong. Remember, as Rumi wisely said, "What you seek is seeking you." Your pursuit of prosperity is intertwined with the love and compassion you show yourself. Treating yourself with gentleness is not a weakness, but a profound strength. Through this inner kindness, we find the clarity, courage, and resilience to face any challenge, knowing that our journey is as meaningful as the destination. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how just two simple words, infused with mindfulness and intention, can transform your financial journey. The teachings we discussed today invite us to embrace both inner and outer abundance, reminding us that prosperity begins with the thoughts and beliefs we hold within. If you found value in today's content, please like this video and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos on Buddhist teachings and life wisdom. Let's continue this journey together towards peace, prosperity, and a richer understanding of life's potential. Thank you, and may your path be filled with abundance and well-being.